It's got a death curse.
What's up, friends? I'm Tyler. Welcome back to my channel and happy Friday the 13th. If you follow this channel at all, you know that I absolutely love Friday the 13th, and what better way to celebrate than to just talk about the series. You know, this James Bond series that I've been doing has been very intensive, so I figured just take a step back, do something a little more chill, and I guess this could be considered like a Friday the 13th tag, and so you're welcome to answer these questions as well, because I just threw them together, thought that they would be fun, and some of them are typical, other ones not so much. So yeah, I guess let's just get into it. Now, first up is one that I wanted to do just because I feel like the New Line era doesn't get nearly as much credit as it deserves. And to be fair, if you were to make me choose between the Paramount and the New Line era, I would without a doubt choose the Paramount era. Not even close. But favorite Friday the 13th from the New Line era. Now, this is essentially from Jason Goes to Hell on. So Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, and the remake. So only 4 films, but I actually get a kick out of those 4, but the one I get the kick out of the most is the remake. The remake is just incredible. They do a really, really good job with the remake. And yeah, with all the right stuff, it's likely going to be the only New Line film. I think that the remake is a good representation of them. Next up is favorite victims that have nothing to do with the plot. This has to go to the paramedic and his random girlfriend from part 5. This girl just shows off her tits for no reason, really. And then this guy has a serious cocaine problem, and it is really just ridiculous because it's like they didn't have to give these characters these quirks, but the fact that they gave them these specific ones, it honestly just makes it better. Also, kind of really just makes sense as to this director being a porno director because, yeah, these are traits that I would expect from a porno. The Friday the 13th series has always been pretty gutted by the MPAA, so I figured it'd be a good thing to do the most gutted kill, which means kill that had the most potential for gore and to be cool, but then it was cut, so it just didn't end up being quite as cool. My choice would definitely be the spear death from part 2. It's really, really quick in the original cut, and we don't really have a deleted scene of it, but apparently it's much more brutal and much more, we get to see a lot more of it, which makes sense since they have all these prosthetics in place for the guy and then they don't even really utilize it. So I would have loved to have seen what that kill actually was. And yeah, obviously you could have chosen the tent kill from Jason Goes to Hell, but we eventually saw that on the unrated version, so I was trying to go more for something that we haven't seen. Let's see, next question would be favorite victim of the Friday the 13th series. I mean, I gotta go with Crispin Glover's character in part 4. He's just the best. He is one of the only characters in the whole franchise that I'm like, yep, I would hang out with that dude. That dude's awesome. Now, these last 3 questions, they're a lot more standard, like what you would think, and doesn't mean we can't go over them. Now, first up would be favorite Jason, and everyone has different preference. I know a lot of people love Kane Hodder. I know that even the remake has quite a few fans of Derek Mears, but I gotta go with part 4. Part 4 is just my favorite. Ted White just gives such a visceral performance of just like, he's a hulking beast and he's terrifying. Like, you don't want to be in the same room as him because you're worried he's gonna smash your head. That's the vibe he gives off. Yeah, I like Hodder, but he used to be what I would call the definitive Jason, but now I don't even know if he's in my top 3 in all honesty, which I feel like is probably controversial. Then since it's, you know, Women's Appreciation Month, I figure we should probably talk about favorite final girl. I think this is another one that a lot of people kind of pick the same ones, and I know that Alice gets chosen a lot, but I'll be honest, I don't like the Alice character, and I think that she is immediately overtaken by Ginny in part 2. Ginny essentially does everything you would want from a final girl while being strong and powerful and not like just being useless, because that's a big reason I don't like Alice's character, is that she's really, really useless throughout the movie. And I think that a lot of the things that especially Adrienne King attributes to her character, I think that it's more of just like reflection after the fact, and I don't think that Alice is nearly as good as she should be. God, was this favorite final girl or least favorite final girl? Might even kind of be both. I don't mean to trash Alice. She's fine. She's whatever. Yeah, that's kind of not the best thing to say about her, but okay. And then the most important question of them all, and that would be favorite Friday the 13th film overall. Now, I have to say, favorite, not best, not most Friday the 13th of the Friday the 13th films, though this one actually kind of fits that. I'm going to tell you right now, controversial choice. At different times was at the lower end of my list, but now it's right at the top and hasn't moved for the last like year or two of this film with so much anticipation. Part 5, A New Beginning. I know. People are going to immediately think I am just insane for even making this choice. And I mean, yeah, you can feel free to think that. I get that people are upset that we don't have real Jason in it, but I mean, outside of the final like 10 minutes, it's essentially real Jason. He still acts like real Jason, which I can deal with that. But most importantly, this is the most fun that Friday the 13th maybe ever gets. It's just an absolute blast from start to finish. This film features the most kills of the series, the most gratuitous sex scenes, the most easy to watch die characters. Like, it's fun. It's real fun. Plus, it has an ending that, yeah, they didn't capitalize on, but it's still cool to think of like where the series could have gone if they actually had followed through, which is kind of a theme of many of them. But I really, really love part 5. And yeah, you know what? Not gonna give myself any more excuses. I just love it. But yeah, that's really all. I just wanted to make a quick little video to celebrate Friday the 13th because I love this holiday. I love this franchise, and I wanted to talk about it a little. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Feel free to answer these questions and let me know if you did so I can see what your responses were, because I think that, you know, some of them are real vanilla, but I think some of these are some unique questions that people don't usually ask. But that's really all. Hope that you guys have a wonderful Friday the 13th, and I will see you guys in the next video. Holy crap, guys, would you look at that? Return of the old outro. Well, I mean, kinda. I pretty much just kinda forgot to record an outro, but this is what you get instead. Hopefully you like it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know, the good stuff. And I will, wait, I already said see you in the next video. I don't have to say anything else.